Hey guys, so right here, you guys haven't seen it for a while, and that's because she's been gone, but I have my Voodoo back. And so I just wanted to take a few minutes and talk about expectations and just some of the things that you got to work through. So this here is my Voodoo. I've had it for, I don't know, about a year or so, maybe a little over a year. And it's given me a fair amount of problems. And so that's kind of what I want to talk about. I see all the time people ask questions, what's the best gun? And comments, oh, that thing sucks. I had this, I had that. And I'm not trying to discount other people's opinions, but maybe just clarify that a lot of them are opinions and they're really on a case-by-case situation. So this is my Voodoo. I absolutely love it and I absolutely hate it. It has not been trouble-free. I've had several problems with it. And ultimately, that's why I sent it down to Kenny down at Desert Precision. So if you guys don't know who he is, you can find him on YouTube. But he knows his rimfires. So he's certainly been doing a lot of troubleshooting and fixing problems, and he dives deep. And I like that because often we don't actually solve problems because we don't really go to the root of the problem. And that's why I feel that he did that, and that's why I decided to spend my money with him. And I haven't been out to shoot this yet, but I've talked to him a lot. I've seen some of the things that it's done, and I feel like we've found some tangible problems that have now been solved. So it's really just that the attitude, and I've had this attitude myself when I first bought this. You know, it was a lot of money. It was a big step up from my Tika. You know, I absolutely love my Tika. It's a factory gun. I put it in an aftermarket chassis, but it's a factory production gun. And the thing just shot lights out. It won me podiums. I put tens and tens and tens of thousands of rounds through that gun over a couple of years. And I really loved it. And so, and then our first experience with Voodoo was my daughter's Voodoo. And it was a great gun too. It shot great. It was trouble-free and really good gun. And so then when I opted to buy mine and I didn't get the same experience, obviously I was disappointed. And then there was some customer service disappointments there too. And maybe that was partially my fault as well. Maybe not. But the point is I didn't give up, right? And I had that expectation, like these are high dollar weapons, that they should just work flawlessly from the start. And I think a lot of you probably have that same expectation, and maybe it's warranted or not, but it's not always the case. And so the point is you got to take the time to fight through the trouble. I have a sample size of 2 as far as Voodoos. My daughter's back there. We're just actually putting it in a new MPA BA hybrid chassis, which is a great option for the 22s because they are a little easier to balance out. But that gun, again, has been flawless. It's ran great. It shoots lights out, and it hasn't given us a lot of problems. And then this one that has. So the people down at Voodoo are humans, and just like you or I or any other human, like people make mistakes. And so you really just got to fight through the problems and continue to persevere. So really just a thank you to Kenny for sorting through this one for me. I mean, if you guys have a rimfire that you are struggling with, I kind of feel like he's little bit of a mad scientist with the rimfires. So again, he dives deep and really tries to get to the root of the problem. So I as many of you probably know, like I am shooting air all season in NRL 22, but you might see this at a couple other maybe PRS rimfire matches or so forth. So I'm really excited to get out and shoot it. I want to love this gun more than anything, and I hope now I get the opportunity to do that. So moral of the story today is things aren't always perfect, even when you spend a lot of money on them. Take the time and try and find out whatever your problem is and work through your problem, because it'd be terrible to give up on a great thing because you didn't follow through on, or at least extend every possible scenario of solving your issues. So thanks guys for watching. Just kind of a rant. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope I see you on the range.